Let me say something that's going to sound uncomfortable at first. Staying in the military too long can actually hurt your retirement. And no, I'm not talking about quitting early. I'm not talking about being ungrateful. And I'm definitely not talking about disloyalty. I'm talking about good people, smart people who did everything right and still ended up giving up money, freedom, and opportunity because no one ever explained the downside of staying too long. If you're anywhere near retirement eligibility, this is a conversation you need to hear. Welcome back to the Adjutant. Here we break down military pay, benefits, retirement, and financial truth without the confusion, without the myths, and without the fluff, or even the bad advice so that you can make informed decisions about your career and your future. If you're a veteran still serving or planning your exit, this video can change the entire trajectory of your retirement. Let's go get on into it. The story we are told. From the moment you put on the uniform, you are told a very simple story. Stay longer, get promoted, everything will just work out. We were taught that more years equals more security, more rank equals more money, and more time equals a better retirement. And for a long time, that story seems true. But here's the problem. Military doesn't work the way most people think it does. It's not a straight line, it's not automatic, and it's definitely not forgiving if you time it wrong. Now let's talk about the moment everything changes. 20 years. At 20 years, you lock in that pension. You secure health care, you earn flexibility. Now that's a very big jump. And that's something that's important. The value of each additional year starts to shrink while the cost of staying starts to grow. Yes, you earn an extra 2.5% per year, but you're also giving up, and this is something very important, you're giving up a full year of civilian income, a year of TSP or 401k growth, a year of federal retirement credit, a year of Social Security earnings, a year of freedom and choice. That trade-off is rarely explained and certainly is not explained clearly. Let's talk about the opportunity cost that people ignore. Here's where people get hurt. They focus on the pension number, but ignore the opportunity cost. One extra year in uniform might add a few $100s per month, but that same year could have been a six-figure civilian salary. It could have been a promotion in a second career. It could have been an opportunity to start a business or compounding investments. I've seen people actually stay in an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years and lose millions in long-term earning potential without ever realizing it. Not because they were wrong, but because they were not shown the big, full picture. Now let's talk about the most dangerous trap of all, the promotion trap. You're told just one more year, the next board, you're competitive, you're right there. So you stay. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't. And if it doesn't, you've just delayed retirement, aged out of peak civilian hiring years, and reduced your leverage on the outside. Hope is not a retirement strategy. Staying and hoping for rank can quietly cost you more than leaving on time. Then there's another factor people don't like to talk about, age. Retiring at age 38 or 40 is very different from retiring at 48 and 50, not just financially, but physically, mentally, emotionally. Later retirement means less energy to start over, more health limitations, fewer employers willing to take a chance, less appetite for risk. You don't get the same second career runway that you had your first career, and that matters more than most people realize. Now, when does staying longer actually make sense? Now, let me be very clear. Staying longer is not always a mistake. It can be the right move if the promotion is already locked in, the high 3 increase is substantial, your post-military plan is already built in, you're making a deliberate, key is deliberate, trade, not a fearful one. The key difference is intention. You should know exactly what you're gaining and exactly what you're giving up. If you can't explain that, you're probably staying for the wrong reasons. So here's the question I want you to sit with. Not, should I stay longer, but this. What does staying longer actually cost me? If no one has walked you through that answer with real numbers, then you're making one of the biggest decisions of your life without all the full information, and you deserve better than that. Staying longer doesn't make you loyal. It makes you more exposed if you don't plan it correctly. The goal isn't to serve forever. The goal is to retire well and on your terms. Now, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Information only matters if you understand it, and understanding gives you options. Whether we're talking about military pay, benefits, travel, or bigger life decisions, the goal here is always the same: clarity over confusion. Too many people move through systems they don't fully understand, and that costs them time, money, and peace of mind. My goal with this channel is to slow things down and break things apart and give you the context you need to make better decisions in your life. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know enough to ask the right questions, because that's where real leverage starts. Now again, if this video has helped you, hit the like button so it reaches the people who need it, and subscribe if you want clear, straightforward breakdowns without all the noise. I read the comments. I pay attention to what you want covered next. I treat this channel like a conversation, and certainly I don't treat it like a lecture. Remember this, folks, your time matters, your decisions matter, and understanding the systems you're operating in matters more than people realize. So stay informed, stay intentional. I wish you blessings and blessings. I am the Adjutant, and I'll see you in the next one. Shalom.